Mike, could you,
Recording in progress.
we haven't seen you in a long time. Could you just walk us through what it was like? Because you were on the COVID list for a pretty long time. It was like 3 to 4 weeks, I believe. And just if you could take us through the different stages of being out.
Yeah, it was frustrating to say the least, but just followed protocols throughout the whole thing and was in constant contact with our training staff and all that good stuff. But yeah, just following protocols and going through the testing process and getting the certain amount of negative tests needed to come back, and then going through the protocols and get ramped back up into practice. So happy to be back. It felt like an eternity, and hopefully I don't have to do that ever again.
How symptomatic were you? I mean, how significant were the conditions you were facing?
I wasn't symptomatic. Maybe a stuffy nose in the beginning, but that's about it. I've had head colds worse.
Didn't you feel sick after that COVID part? Did you have a different illness after that?
Yeah, I was super lucky. I got the flu right when I was off the COVID list. Got the flu for a couple of days.
Mike, I know this is a while back, but we haven't talked to you in a while. What was your feeling after the Buffalo game when they decided to go with Joe against Miami?
Yeah, it's tough. As a competitor, you want to go out there and redeem yourself after a game that wasn't your best, and you could have played better. So it was tough, but I kind of prided myself on being a team guy. And as a quarterback, these things happen. You gotta stay the course. You can't pout, can't get mad or anything of that nature. Just come to work, be professional, do your job, and be there for Joe, and be ready if your number gets called upon again.
Has this been just kind of a wild season for you with these crazy highs and then the lows?
Yeah, of course. I mean, like you said, it's just the roller coaster of it. But that's sports. That's professional sports, especially as a backup quarterback. Those things are going to come. So, I think it's going to be better for me in the long run. I learned from how to deal with the highs, learned how to deal with the lows, and I'll learn from this and gain the experience, and hopefully it'll help me along the way.
Mike, do you feel like you can be, a long-term option for this team as one of its quarterbacks, whether it's as Zach's backup or, in another vein? I mean, do you think you've shown this franchise that you can help them moving forward?
I do. I think I've showed some good things on the field when I got my ops, and not only on the field but just off the field and in the day-to-day operations of it. Helping Zach with whatever he needs and being a sounding board for him or LaFleur or anything of that nature. Just I really enjoy the guys here and the staff, and I think we all work real well together. And I think we got a good QB room, and hopefully I can be here for years to come.
Having missed so much practice time over the last month, if you were pressed into duty on Sunday, how comfortable, how prepared would you be if you had to play?
Yeah, so it's definitely been a long time since I have practiced, but the past 2 weeks I've been on the side throwing to strength guys while I was still on the COVID list, but back in the building. So I did get to throw a good bit, but just kind of like we talked about way back when I first got my op. It's part of the backup QB lifestyle. You just got to be ready and get your own routine that you feel prepares you best for Sundays. And if your number gets called upon, or if you get thrown in there, and you just got to be able to operate the offense and kind of be that calming presence and not let things get out of hand if that happens.
Any more from Mike? Mike, thank you very much.
Mike, can I squeeze one in? Mike, you went from obviously that great game, and then the Bills game, maybe you struggled a little bit. Did it at all leave a sour taste in your mouth that you kind of didn't have another opportunity after that Bills game, to kind of follow up and show what you can do?
Yeah, definitely. I think like I said earlier, as a competitor, anybody, whether you're a quarterback, receiver, DB, DN, when you feel like you didn't play to the best of your ability, you want to get back out on the field right away the next day to prove to yourself and your teammates and everybody that that's not who you are as a player. So yeah, it was tough, but part of the business. Got to be professional. You know, can't dwell on it. Can't let it beat you twice, and go in there with a positive attitude. Learn from it. Don't let it beat you, and just move on.